Hello, everyone. I'm Super Shadow 2099. I am back with the Sega Scourge
Hello.
and Blue.
Hello.
Long time no see, everyone. It's been a while since. I don't know if you guys have stuck around on my channel, but I am aware that I've not been around for a good year. I'm not brought out a commentary for a good long while. That is partly to do with COVID, the pandemic going on. But another reason is that for us as a team here, there just hasn't been enough excitement of Dragon Ball content for us.
Exactly. Like Blue perfectly summed up before, it's been drip feed news, and with COVID especially, we usually record these videos in person. As you can tell, we're actually doing it over Discord this time because we cannot meet up physically. So it's been a bit difficult, and we're making compromises because there's actually been real news recently. So
just some exciting news I felt I wanted to talk about, and another thing, obviously, because we haven't done a video together in a good year. I thought I want to try and get our commentaries back up and running. It might not be as frequent because I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to promise anything.
Right.
We'll sometimes say, "Oh, let's do a commentary together," and then we just never get around to it. Whether it's
for one reason or another, yeah. But this is special, so
different work schedules. They might seem excuses to you guys, but our personal life is really awkward at the moment, so
yeah, you're being honest, man. You're being honest.
Yeah, that's why I don't like to promise much of anything of what I want to bring to the content.
You're being transparent with your viewers.
Trying to be truthful. I'm trying to not excite everyone, So
yeah.
To whoever enjoys it.
You can segue into some goddamn news.
Right.
Yes, let us go on with the actual comments.
Introduction. Let's get into it now. So to start off, I'm sure you guys have all heard, we've got some Dragon Ball Fighters news. To do with, Gogeta, Super Saiyan 4. We've got new Dragon Ball Z Kakarot news. They finally announced a new story after a year later. So apart from Beerus and Resurrection F has been announcing it. And bizarrely, Xenoverse 2, a new story news, which they still can't seem to let go of. So I'm surprised they're doing a new story though, but I shouldn't because of the Twitch release. So
yeah,
we would do something like that.
What would you like to start with? I'd say Fighterz, just because it's the one that we all knew was coming.
Yeah. Something that I'm really excited for because of a certain dramatic finish they've just decided to do for the characters put against. So as we're going to be watching the video, I don't know how I'm going to make this look in the video as you guys are watching, because I'm going to be doing screenshots on the screen just to avoid copyright. So you'll probably hear us watching the video, like the audio in the background or whatsoever. So I hope you guys don't mind that. Here we go. I think this is the reveal trailer, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. So we're summarizing the previous packs here.
You've even made models for those two.
Yeah. I really like that they did the eye close with the aspect ratio on the eyes, because I remember that was a thing in GT when he saw when he was remember when he looked at Omega Shenron and Omega took the hit, but he'd actually moved. They did the same eye thing, The multi-form, well, it's the after image there, which is nice.
Yeah.
Cool ass poses. It's nice seeing a Gogeta with my preferred fusion jacket, which is the orange. So
I'm glad they kept the orange one. Yeah. So
they threw in the friggin' party popper fake out Kamehameha. Yeah. This was unexpected, but it really shows, doesn't it, how Blue verse 4 is just a thing now,
Yeah.
I'm going to be nitpicky though. It shouldn't have been Gogeta. It should have been Vegito. Fusion dance versus.
Yeah, but it's Blue versus Saiyan 4 though, isn't it?
Two Big Bang Kamehamehas. This was the most unexpected.
Blue?
Yeah, Vegeta, I forget Vegito's got blue form in this game. Yeah. Oh, this was epic.
This is the most shocking thing: the fact that there is a dramatic finish.
Dramatic finish, because they've been so like poor with some of their dramatic finishes. They've been like really rare. I know like they did one for Jiren, but
yeah, I'd actually like to before I kind of talk about the dramatic. I'm sure we all might have things to say on it, but just to jump in quickly to start with, I wanted to say that the party popper technique that he did. I didn't expect that one to be in, but I should have seen it coming. And I actually had something to say on that, which is not only will it be a trolley move online, but it kind of hit me the other day. Gogeta creates a party popper out of thin air. It's as if Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta can just materialize matter, unless he had a party popper in his pocket or something. How did he make the party popper? Apparently, Gogeta can just create items into existence.
Well, he created his clothes.
That's true. That is true. Yeah.
So party popper isn't.
Yeah.
I just entirely outlandish.
Can I just go back to a certain like here it is. It's this bit here that Gogeta does to Baby. That's Super Saiyan 4 Goku doing that. That's what he did to Baby. That position. That is epic that they put that in. I'm really glad they've done that. So I don't remember Gogeta doing that, but I know Goku did it. So I don't know if that was more of a reference to that. So
it's more of a Goku. Yeah.
I think that might be a grab or like one of the signature moves. I'm not too sure.
He's mostly kicks, which is what he was against Omega Shenron.
Yeah, pretty much. But I mean, him and Vegeta are quite similar, so big as much. It's what we expected, but the dramatic finish, I think, was like the highlight of this trailer. To be fair, so
the dramatic finish is shocking because, like you said, one of my favorite things about this is that obviously they've been a bit scarce with their dramatic finishes, as you said, but I don't think anyone would have expected the blue one because obviously Omega Shenron wasn't in the game, so there could be no dramatic finish there. So they've gone with complete fan service with the blue verse 4 fusion dramatic finish. And one of my favorite aspects of this whole thing is, you know, at the end where it shows the blast kind of exploding off of the planet.
Yeah.
If you look closely when the blast explodes off the planet, you might actually be able to show it here. You might notice, look, see the shattering effect? That is the dimensional shattering effect of Gogeta vs. Broly.
Oh, shit! Yeah, a little bit.
It's as if the two fusions' power just destroyed all the dimensions.
Yeah. I mean, that's
pretty cool. I didn't notice that. That is awesome.
It's amazing.
I think that there's one. Speaking of this dramatic finish, actually, just to extend, like the knockout effect of it, I think.
I wonder how many people that dynamic finish killed.
I know, right? It literally looked like it covered like the top portion of the earth.
You see the dramatic finish play out. If I just skip a bit towards the end of it, I think it plays from both perspective of the characters. It would be Gogeta Super Saiyan 4 and then Blue. So you see the extended version of this here.
Oh my god! What the hell?
What the
hell?
And then you see Gogeta like back to normal.
Blue, wait, 4-1.
But it changes. I think if you play as Blue Gogeta, in this next bit, it'll play out the same like dramatic finisher.
That's cool. Okay.
So it's like Bardock and Frieza then.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, if you like beat Bardock with Frieza, he'll do the normal like kills Bardock and the planet along with him.
That's really cool.
So once like this happens again, so I think depending what character you do, they'll get different endings. Same sort of dramatic finish, obviously. And then you've got Goku and Vegeta Super Saiyan 4 models then. Gogeta like throwing his little spirit breaker away or whatever, like in the Broly movie.
That's beautiful. Cool. I respect that. Nice.
So yeah, that was pretty cool. Nice little touch they did there.
I cannot. I can never-endingly describe my love for 4 vs. Blue, and like I know people don't agree with it online, but I try and defend it. I actually want to insert this into the commentary, or you can leave it out. It's up to you. But I try and defend it as best I can with you know how in Super Android 17 got so strong that he could match up against Blue. Which is ridiculous. But if we were to use canon logic and say that in the future of GT, that 17 also got stronger and then became Super 17, Super 17 can match up against 4 quite well. They're quite even. It kind of makes me feel as if 4 and Blue are very even. So
I thought they were in terms of like power and speed. I think.
well, yeah, there's no evidence to it though. The only evidence I have is that Super 17 matches against 4 in the same way that 17 matches against Blue in Super. That's my only piece of evidence.
Well, technically, Super Saiyan 4 by that standard would be stronger because Super 17 got beaten by base Goku.
That's true. That's true. I guess though, in a way, Super 17 did slap 4 a lot more, didn't he, than 17 did Blue?
Yeah, only for some reason Goku suffered a massive brain hemorrhage and didn't get that his power was being revealed.
Yeah, he just kept shooting him.
Yeah, and I'm just like...
Yeah. It's like, dude, you fought 19.
I like
remember
GT, but Jesus Christ, that was like, why?
Well, it's a great matchup, though. I think, like, with things like Ultra Instinct and stuff now, though, I think Blue, 4 is very much outshone now, which is fine.
Yeah, and speaking of, like,
that's why they got 4 breaking, what's it called?
What? Oh, the Limit Breaker.
Limit Breaker, that's it.
Yeah.
And with Gogeta saying 4, I believe him being the final character. I think this pass is meant to be the last one.
It does
supposedly
kind of like the last one, yeah.
Because they released a new opening.
Yeah, they
I
did.
think they've updated the opening finally, and now they've put like basically all the characters that they released through the passes.
Yeah, I can't see them.
They did that for the last Fighterz pass, though, didn't they?
Yeah. The opening
did they
stayed
not?
the same, didn't it?
Oh.
No, I'm fairly sure it did include the last 2 Fighterz passes once they were fully out.
I think Blue's right. It did, in fact. Yeah, it changed,
Why
but
isn't it updated in the game then?
I don't know. I really don't. Maybe it's different between versions, but the way they've been promoting this really does feel like the end. So,
Yeah,
unless they surprise us,
because this opening's like come out of nowhere. This new opening that you're seeing here.
Yeah.
They've just crammed all the characters in, and like it is made out to be the final one. But I'm taking that as a grain of salt, just because they've kept Xenoverse 2 going, and that was meant to end like what 4 years ago. So I can see them carrying on with this because they're still doing tournaments for this game.
That's
Like,
true.
it's still being a hit, and they've released this on the Switch.
Yeah.
I don't see it being the last thing. I don't see them doing a sequel to this game because there's nothing to like tweak really from my knowledge. There's nothing to like fix. Why fix what ain't broken kind of thing. I mean,
yeah.
Can you see any reason why they would do a sequel to this?
Yes.
I don't know. It's
not so much with the gameplay, but story and online functionality.
Yeah.
But I guess
due to like server compatibility, like I don't know if they just need to.
Not so much a story though. I'm sure they could come up with a new story for it if they wanted to.
Hopefully, not do like the 3 different separate stories that just couldn't connect whatsoever. I don't want them to do something like that again.
And this game is still missing Android 21 normal and her evil form as well. Oh no, it's missing her good form and it's missing her evil form as well. Like her post-cell absorption.
Another thing that really annoys me about this game, the alternate colors they've done for some of these like DLC characters, they're so shit.
I know.
Like, what happened to the alternate costumes? Why did Videl have to be the only one to get an alternate costume?
Yeah,
Like,
I get that in fighting games and in stuff like Smash, they have alternate colors because the colors are references to other characters. Some of them in Fighterz aren't, and it's kind of strange that they haven't really bothered with any alternate outfits because that's actually quite a norm in fighting games, even like Street Fighter and stuff. So
yeah, so there's another thing we could do for a sequel.
True.
Dragon Ball's been a massive like part of like costume changing since like Budokai 1 days. Like I used to love like changing costumes in some of the characters. Like in Tenkaichi 3, put Goku in his like Saiyan armor that he wore in Time Chamber. Have Teen Gohan in his like dad's outfit and shit. I loved that shit. Like just made it seem so much more cool and fun to like experiment with. And that's what this game is kind of lacking in terms of costume. So,
it's what it lacks in costume, it makes up for in character content. So. Do you want to? Shall we move on because we've very exhaustively talked about this.
That's what I've got to say on Fighterz. Really excited for Gogeta. I'll definitely be getting the pass at some point once it's on offer. I don't know about you guys, but yeah.
Yeah.
Right, we'll move on to the next game. moving on to Kakarot. So this past year we've had we knew they were going to do Battle of Gods and Resurrection F. Obviously I haven't played them yet because I'm waiting for the season pass to be lower. I wanted to get the full pack of it once this new story comes out. But it's a story that I did not expect them to do. You'd think they'll move on to the Zamasu arc or the Tournament of Power arc, but no, they've gone just straight to the past, legitimately.
Yeah,
and
they've gone to the past and somehow the future.
Pretty much.
Yes. I can't see this scene without thinking of the TFS version.
Crying.
Yeah.
Damn, everyone's sad.
Oh my god.
Finally, we're rid of
Goku,
Jesus.
you're fucking dead.
Again.
Yeah.
He's dead, Goku. He's dead.
All right, guys, get in the ship. Let's go to Namek. And it's like, no.
Yeah, seriously.
Nah, fuck that. Nah.
Well, yes, this is
The
pretty.
shit that we already know.
This is shocking that they did this. I am very excited for a few reasons, which I'll go over once we've looked through this fully.
I mean, it's nice to see it shot for shot from the film. That's what I like about this.
Yeah.
The 3D looks really nice.
Boom.
It's literally coming back to me from the film.
The censorship disappointed.
Yeah.
Even though I knew it was going to happen. I'm not gonna say I can't believe they did this, but it's still
you
would have
can
been
tell
done a bit earlier on though.
censorship held back Krillin's bit here of getting shot in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight in the eyes. And Yajirobe, which is fucking weird. Because in the original, I don't know if you guys know this, but in the original scene, Yajirobe was also one of the ones that was killed, but then he turns up in Super.
Yeah, they retconned it. Yeah.
For no fucking reason, I'm like, what happened?
So yeah, here we are.
Yeah.
Can I just one thing first and foremost about this DLC? Great idea, but that goddamn name, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot Trunks. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kakarot Trunks.
Kakarot Trunks. What? You might as well have just called it Dragon Ball Z Trunks, Warrior of Hope.
That would have been quite cool to be fair. I think it's just so they acknowledge it. Oh, it's part of this game, so you got to play this game to get this story. Kind of thing. I don't know. Just to remind people.
I think you should have just called it Dragon Ball Z Kakarot Trunks.
I'm genuinely curious.
Mind you, I like what they've done with Trunks' name because they're referencing the Broly movie here. Do you recognise this font?
It is kind of like the Broly movie font. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, which Broly movie?
The new one.
One.
It's like the Broly. It was similarly arranged with a similar effect on it.
Oh yeah, so it is. That's cool.
Very nice. Very nice.
Got that hue behind it.
I'm curious to think about with most of how the DLCs work in Kakarot, and you usually go somewhere to activate them. I'm curious how this one activates. Like, what do you do to start this DLC?
Oh, I'm guessing you go to the time machine.
I was going to say, I think Time Machine might have something to do with it. I have a feeling. I reckon I think you can play as Future Trunks once the story is completed. I don't know if it's got something to do with him.
Yeah.
It probably requires you to go back as him, and then he'll just reminisce his past, and then it will just cut straight into it. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
I think one of the coolest things, I'm sure you guys can agree, is being able to, I assume, fly around large maps of the destroyed future, which would be quite cool. Yeah.
And look, you might get to play as Future Gohan.
Should be able to. I'd be surprised if not.
Another exciting thing to look forward to.
Yeah, aren't there usually enemies littering the map of the game? What are they going to use for enemies in the future?
The same.
Probably the same, or hopefully just.
They'll just be fucking stronger.
Some old androids, I don't know.
And then there's a secret Android 13 battle.
That'd be sick. I'll be so up for that because they brought in random other characters you didn't expect in the main story, like fucking Tora and Mira.
It'll be Android 21 because she did actually show up in Kakarot as well.
That's true.
Yeah. Maybe 21 might be involved. That'd be quite cool.
You know, I'm curious if do you guys think that this story piece that you get to play will end with the Imperfect Cell fight?
Yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah, hopefully.
Nice.
It can just cut towards So after this story, you have the narrator talking about, well, Trunks, where Trunks' story goes from there, and it will cut to the Cell fight. Who knows? So that'd be quite cool. I would like to play as like Armored Trunks against Cell. I don't know if you could do that in the main story. Did you?
I don't know.
After you did the Cell games arc, I don't know if it cut back to Trunks fighting Cell. I don't remember it.
I don't remember.
I can't remember.
Well, shit.
But I might be wrong.
I'm going to have to get the elephant out of the room here. This is probably what the most important thing for me to bring up. But I know they're not showing it here, but will Future Gohan have a missing arm?
No.
I'm guessing not, because Piccolo didn't. Oh, I think Piccolo, if I'm not mistaken, actually did not lose the arm in Kakarot.
Oh, okay.
Against
I can't
Raditz.
remember if he did. It's been a while
I don't
since
think he
played
did.
the game. I only played the story
Unfortunately,
once
I
and never
don't
got back into it.
Mm. It's incredibly frustrating, and I just wanted to bring this up because I don't know what the rating is on the game, and I don't know what the rating is compared to other games, but I'm not even joking. I don't know if you guys know this. The only instance in modern Dragon Ball games where I have seen, and I mean recently, Future Gohan without the arm, can you believe it, is Dragon Ball Legends on the mobile.
Yeah.
I shit you not. He has the missing arm. I was shooketh when I saw that. I was floored. I was like, oh my god, they actually gave him the sleeve. I couldn't believe it.
Doesn't Heroes do it though?
Heroes doesn't do it. Heroes doesn't do it.
That's so bizarre.
Yeah.
And Legends does it.
This
That's
game's
so
rated
bizarre.
12, by the way.
And Legends is an American-made Dragon Ball game, I think.
I think it is. It's just so bizarre that that's where they got away with it.
Yeah.
I just find it absolutely bizarre that disabled people are not allowed to be represented. No, I'm not even fucking kidding me.
I know, right?
Like what? Like legit. What the fuck is the reason? What is the reason for them not doing it? It's like, oh, we can't have one-armed people in the game. Like, what the fuck is that about?
Yeah.
Why not?
I know.
There's nothing wrong spreading awareness.
Do I go
you know what I mean?
do I go walking down the street and say, hey, to a one-armed person, sorry, you're not allowed to be outside. Children might see you.
Yeah.
Like, that is such a fucking dick-ass thing to do.
I know. Well,
Yeah. I'll never understand why they just won't do it for Gohan, because that was such a pinnacle like thing for Future Gohan. Like that's just a part of him. That's what made his character.
Yeah.
Like,
Well-
you can't take away something important like that away.
It's
try and
just
hold
fucking
out
cool.
some hope. I don't know.
Yeah. So hopefully this game will do it, but I'm not.
There's not too much to say on this because this whole trailer was more of like a teaser piece. It doesn't show any gameplay or anything, but we're just talking about what we think about it. So,
But
I'm interested to know.
Mm.
Sorry, go on.
No, go on. No, I've got it in my
Okay.
head.
I'm interested to know what new stuff will be added in.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say too.
Because-
I'm hoping they're going to do something different with this arc. So
yeah.
Because
get some surprises going,
another thing is, like, this is nearly over a year ago now. But when the game came out and they said the DLC, it'll be 2 DLC arcs and 1 original story.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Where's the original story? 'Cause
I
you
think
sort
we've
of-
yet to get that. Yeah, we've yet to
I
get it.
don't know. That's what I mean. That's why I was so confused what they meant by original story. I was like, are you making up a new story for this game? Or...
Yeah, because that's what original story means. So unless we're going to drastically alter this story, which I don't think we have, which doesn't look like it.
I think
I mean-
there's
the fact that
I
Android
think-
21 is in the game already. I'm hoping 21 will have something to do with it. So hopefully that.
Yeah, I'm also hoping Toa and Mirror will have something to do with it as well, considering the time fuckery. But,
I think that there's 3 possibilities here. One being that more unlikely, I'd say that they've altered this to be an original story. I doubt that. The other possibility is that they've canned it completely, which would suck. Or the third is that it's still yet to come, and this is just an extra edition. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's just
hang
weird
on.
that we got like.
Yeah, a new story. Yeah, a new story arc. A boss
story
battle.
arc.
So yeah, there were 2 new episodes and 1 new original story,
it's
Yeah.
bizarre. Yeah,
but it's not.
yeah. I don't
Yeah.
get it. Maybe
They,
this is
they,
something
they seem to have taken like original out of this, so they probably just retconned it and then just changed it to a new story arc.
I
Even
don't
then,
know.
I'm gonna say- There's something else quite weird. Like if you look in the trailer, they try to. I don't know what it is, but there's a shot where Gohan lands to help Trunks,
Oh,
but
oh,
they
Okay.
but they hide his face. It might not even be in this trailer.
Oh,
no,
that's
no.
Xenoverse.
That's Xenoverse.
We're talking
yes.
about Xenoverse.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. Sorry, my bad.
We should probably move
Cut
on
it
to that.
out.
Actually.
We'll move on to
So-
that now.
Which is wow.
Let's move on to that now.
Yeah, let's move on to that.
Antics.
We've said what we want to say. Hopefully, Kakarot, the new story, will be good. Bit bizarre turnaround from like Battle of Gods and Resurrection F, but I'm excited either way. I'll probably will get it eventually. So I had to save this for last. Just because it's our least exciting one, really. But
Well, see,
because it's a new
I'll be
story,
honest.
I might get it.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
But
I know we've had
I
opinions
really
on the
don't want to
past
give them money.
packs. We've had
Just to keep this
opinions
game
on the
going.
past packs, but I actually would go as far as to say that this is probably one of the more exciting ones they've done. So,
I'm not gonna get it, but I'm gonna tell you why at the end.
okay.
So
Okay. Right, so let's play this. So
Few
Fuse came back.
again.
I guess this is continuing on from the last few story they did in the game. As we can see here is
There was
Gohan.
Tapion.
I hate that they called him Tapion instead of
Well,
Tapion.
see, dude, I think it is actually Tapion because I think it's a tapioca joke.
Doesn't sound right.
Icon, which is nice. He's in the story mode, which is cool. Janemba, very good, very good.
look at
Janemba's
all this stuff that should have been in the original story, but you know.
yeah, we got an army of Janembas for some reason.
Yeah, let me know.
This next bit's very nice seeing in CG. We got top. Very cool.
Nice.
I
Yeah,
think that is some sexy CGI.
it is.
Tournament of Power stage, which is cool.
Blue Evolution Vegeta fighting against powered up Dr. Eggman.
Trunks who should have been in this tournament arc in the first place, but you know, we don't talk about.
You see Bulma and Tarble. Not Tarble, fucking Cabba. Fuck's sake. There you go.
I
That's
do
cool.
love it.
It's very
like
nice.
Trunks.
Ah, yes, the blue Gallic gun. Mm.
Say what happened to it being purple? What the fuck?
And it was yellow in the Broly film.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I'm not
actually.
complaining. The blue looks good.
Yeah.
Here we
So
go. This was the thing
This
you wanted
this
about
extra,
earlier.
I don't quite
This-
know
this
what
is one.
I don't get what this is. Like, what is this?
Well, at the
It used to be
end
like a
of
continuation of that, I think, because you like there's like an episode in the game where you did like sort of save Gohan, didn't you?
yeah,
Yeah.
I vaguely remember at the end of I don't know if it was the main story or if it was at the end of a DLC story thing, but as Trunks, you had the choice to interfere with time and save Gohan.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing this is a follow-on for that. But I don't know why they're hiding his identity when they say his name. So clearly, obviously him. Unless there's something wrong with his eyes, like he's under mind control as well, or something, or they've done something
Time
else.
breaker mask on.
Maybe fuck it. Who knows? He might have
No.
the mask on. That would actually be pretty fucking cool. But either way, Super Saiyan 3 Future Gohan, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. That might actually happen.
That would
Yeah.
be sick. Be
Yeah.
nice to see another What If character we haven't seen in
Yeah.
a while.
And it will be the
Well up
ultimate
for that.
kick in the dick to Trunks again.
Yeah, seriously. Why haven't they given Future Trunks Xeno the fucking Super Saiyan 3 form?
Like Trunks
Yeah.
was, I'm not saying Trunks was the first character to get Super Saiyan 3 outside of the canon.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of startling to
All
think
the
like
way ba- yeah,
how
all the way back in.
how far we've come through heroes to the point that like Xeno Trunks has like God now, and like Xenoverse hasn't come close to that.
No,
Yeah.
I'm intrigued if they're suddenly bringing back Future Gohan in this. Like, I'm hoping that because there's a part 2 to this legendary pack.
There is.
It's obviously going to be split into 2 parts, like the last one was.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping this next one. I want to see what happens to Timebreaker Bardock after
That's
you
true.
fight Mirror, like because he just vanished, and it was like up to you to decide what would have happened to him. So I'm hoping they sort of expand on that as well, since we're supposedly meant to believe that this is Future Gohan that you saved. I'm hoping
Yeah.
they'll do Bardock in the next one, in this part 2
So-
here.
here's what I really want to know is all these games are kind of but not linked to each other. So Xenoverse Kakarot and even Fighterz, I think, to some certain, maybe not so much Fighterz
And Heroes.
But yeah, they're all somewhat linked to each other.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, is there some end game plan here, or is there, or is this just like, let's put in references to make this sell more relevant? Or is there something like is there a point to Toa and Mira showing up in Kakarot, or is it just a reference?
You know what's actually quite bizarre to me is that I know that I think they didn't show any custom character getter in that trailer at all, did they? Because it was mostly CG.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we can't put custom character in the CG.
No.
For obvious reasons, but
yeah, I think
you didn't really get to see any gameplay of your custom character fighting one of the newer characters. So
it's actually I'm going to go out and say this. Most of the characters that are shown for this new story, they are pre-existing in the game, aren't they? Like the Top was added, Pycon was added. I've heard rumblings that the next pack involves some sort of voting system where the players can vote on who they want for the next pack. But that doesn't. Yeah, see, that doesn't give me much hope because I'm not sure if you guys have actually heard what is on the available to vote for.
I have not. No.
I might have seen that about actually.
Yeah, the choices were basically a throw between the wolf dudes from Tournament of Power. We've got Dispo, and this is probably the most redundant one, Ultra Instinct Sign.
Oh yeah, no, I do remember seeing that.
Yeah,
there was like a screenshot.
Yeah.
Yes, I think
it was like in a V-Jump magazine screenshot.
Yeah. Wait, was it for Xenoverse?
It was for Xenoverse, yeah.
It was for Xenoverse.
I thought it was for. I thought it was for Legends.
No, they're letting people vote specifically for Xenoverse 2, which means that the next Legends pack for the story might be kind of bland.
So
I don't know if I want to add like Ultra Instinct Sign, because we've got Master of Ultra Instinct and he's really good. Like he's like the main one. He's like the full one. It's like I don't want, because they did that with Vegeta, didn't they? They brought in like Super Saiyan God Vegeta, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. Like
Blue Evolution Vegeta.
For some reason,
it kind of feels the same to me.
Xenoverse seems to be being very safe with the DLC choices as of late, and it's kind of shocking to me considering that. Remember way back when Goku Black Arc was starting up, they like straight away threw Goku Black into Xenoverse as a pre-order bonus. And it kind of shocks me to think that among the choices for added characters, that Morrow isn't one of them.
Yeah,
you know. Like, kind of like I'd be voting hella much for Morrow. Like, you kidding me?
Yeah, you want to like sort of promote the manga a bit more.
Yeah, it's good.
There's a whole slew of characters, like even for Xenoverse 2, which the character roster is pretty fucking expensive now.
Yeah,
like they're almost to the point where they've got more DLC characters than they do original characters. I swear at this point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But there's still like a slew of missing ones, especially when Xenoverse kind of centers itself around the what if story.
Yeah.
Like, what if Trunks was a time patrol man, and what if he went back in time and forward in time, stuff like that. But they're still missing out on a slew of what if forms introduced in Heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Like we said, we still don't have the Super Saiyan 3 Trunks.
Mm-hmm.
We still don't have Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, Broly.
Mm-hmm.
We're missing the Super Saiyan 4's Gohan.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure there's more that I can't think of right now. Fucking Hachiak's not in it.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
Yeah,
it's a decent pack.
I'm hoping that like you said, that there's an end game to this all, because of all the references they've been doing in all the recent like games, with Android 21 being introduced in Fighterz, her being brought back in Xenoverse, in Kakarot, and then Poe and Mira being in that from Xenoverse. And Heroes is making out a big arc at the moment, so it's like I'm hoping there's a point to this, because you got few in the Heroes animations looking older and getting all sorts of fucking transformations. It's like, but few here in Xenoverse is still his normal form and still collecting stuff for his experiments. I'm like, what's going on here? Is this leading up to the points in Heroes, or is Heroes going to bring out a new game to come out everywhere else?
Obviously,
I'm hoping that there's a point to this, and they'll
for the longest
release
time,
a new game soon.
For the longest time, we have said like we would love a Xenoverse 3, and I think in the ideal world, because we remember when we thought that the DLCs were ending with the Uber edition, and then we got proven wrong, very wrong.
Yeah,
but
I remember that again.
We can all agree that it would, in the ideal world, it'd be cool if at the last DLC they lead into some kind of like cliffhanger for what would eventually be Xenoverse 3.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, didn't Xenoverse 2 end on a cliffhanger as well? Well, I guess it left on a cliffhanger for the DLC, but
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was.
do you remember what happened to Morrow and not Morrow, Toa and Mira at the end of?
They literally just bound. Wait, oh no! At the end of Xenoverse 2, Mira and Toa both got destroyed, didn't they?
They fused, but
Yep.
then I don't know. I swear, like Mira released Toa or something. I don't know.
No, I think he got vaporized along with her.
Maybe.
I don't know. I find that really hard to believe, though, for those sorts of characters. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure that, especially with time fuckery, I'm sure they can somehow come back through
course they
time
could, yeah.
somehow.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I just remember. Fucking Demigra is still missing.
Yeah, I
Is it
know.
Demigra?
Yeah.
Demigra is still missing, and that form of Mira is still missing in the game as well. So,
Mhm.
this is even the fucking game they're in. The characters are missing.
Yeah, they've shown up in boss raid events, but not playable.
I'm hoping there's more like to Dabura, just because like I was so excited when Dabura was coming into the last DLC, and like him and Few were going to team up. I was like, fuck yeah, are we going to have Dabura claim his demon world back and like release the demon world? Like that's what we were hoping for, and we hopefully we get to see like Xeno Dabura like we did in Heroes. You know, I was like,
Are we going to finally hit?
that?
Are we
No.
going to finally address the link between Few and Mira and Toa?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Like, guys, just fucking flat out say it.
literally,
Yeah.
we know that they're related. Just
Yeah.
acknowledge it for us, please.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's because I think the only reason why they haven't done it yet is because they can't imply incest in their shows.
Yeah.
In their games, which is unfortunate. But
That's because
Unfortunately,
she created Mira, and then
she
Yeah.
created Mira and then fucked him.
right. Yeah.
But to be fair, look at him.
Right. It's just delicious,
Did you say
man.
no?
Exactly. And he gets furry, but that's a separate thing.
yeah.
That makes
Yeah.
it more delicious.
Yeah, she goes inside him.
Exactly. Oh my god. He turned into a Super Saiyan 5.
We seem to be running out of things to say now. So
Sorry, yeah.
that might be a good end now.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up.
Let's get some hand. So, is there anything else you guys want to sum up, or in all
Yes, I want to say something because
What were you going to say something about the ending, Tim? Or...
yeah, I was gonna say the reasons why I'm not getting the Xenoverse 2 DLC, and probably the same reason why I'm not going to be getting the Fighterz Pass DLC, because I have a sneaking suspicion that with the new generation of consoles, we got the PS5, we got the Series X coming out, I am imagining some kind of definitive edition for both of those games where we'll have all the DLC included.
Well, see, it feels like a cop-out to me because it's like, I would like it if they had all the DLC included plus extras. That'd be nice.
Oh yeah, that would be really nice.
Yeah.
But I think the extras would be, 4K output, 60 FPS online, and stuff like that. I think
You slags. I want new characters.
that's probably the extent they'll go. I hope not. But then you're also gonna have you're also gonna piss off a lot of people saying, "Oh, so I've got to buy the game all over again just to get this extra thing, which you could have put as DLC."
Why I'm not going to bother with those, but I'm just going to probably buy the passes, buy the new DLC for Xenoverse, and just leave it at that. I can't be asked to buy all that again just for the sake of it looking pretty. It looks pretty enough on PS4, so.
See, that's it. That's the interesting thing because I'm the exact opposite. I'm just like, I can't be asked to dust off my old copy and get back into what I was. I'd rather just start from scratch and just play it all the way through.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I would have all those DLC characters right from the start, and I can use them in all those missions again, rather than having to I don't know. There's just something shallow about jumping into a game that you haven't played for years, even if there's new content in it. It's like, I know when you haven't played the game for a while, but then you start playing again, and then you're immediately going to like a level 500 boss raid battle, and you're just like, I've forgotten all of the controls.
I don't
know what I'm doing.
That's exactly why I haven't bothered. Just because.
Yeah, there's kind of a barrier between like players who are casual and players who are like intense, because like this game is very much like you have to keep playing forever to be up to date kind of thing and be leveled up. Yeah.
Yeah, so Xenoverse 2, last time I played it, kicked my ass, and I was just like, I'm gonna leave it.
It is not a drop-in, drop-out game, sadly.
No. Which is the same problem I have with Fighterz, to be honest. So but I suspect there will be some kind of definitive or tournament edition.
Yeah.
Some Street Fighter thing, and it will just be the game, and it'll have all the DLC included, which is what I originally thought the Switch port was going to be, but then they were just like, now we're still printing out more DLC, and I'm like,
yeah,
okay, I can't blame you. I mean, it's as a business move, it's smart enough, but
well, I guess we'll see what their end game really is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to get too excited. So
yeah. All right.
But yeah, that's all I got to say. I think I've said what I wanted to say. I hope I won't forget anything.
No.
And Scourge, anything you want to
say? Just that out of all the content that's been released, I think I'm probably most excited for Gogeta. Strangely, I don't know why. Just out of sheer glee and nostalgia, but I haven't seen enough of the. I haven't seen enough of the Trunks DLC because that could end up being like the star of this. And I suspect that this Xenoverse 2 Legendary Pack will be incredibly basic unless the story suddenly turns into something we didn't expect. But it bodes well for things to come. And like you said, if Fighterz ends up having more, that would be fantastic. Kakarot might still have the original story like we were promised. And Xenoverse 2 might shape up its act with future DLCs, or actually, for the love of God, just stop.
Well, actually, on the subject of that, I'd actually like to add one more thing to tail end this commentary. Last game was Kakarot, was released January last year.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the next game will be? Do you think they'll go back to 2D fighting? Do you think they'll go back to 3D fighting, or try another RPG like Kakarot?
It kind of looks like they've been carrying on with Fighterz and carrying on with Xenoverse, and having Kakarot being out for like a year now. Like, I feel like it's been like a test for the developers that worked on those 3 games. Like, because you got one 2D fight, you got 2 like 3D fighting games. It's like maybe they're just like testing out which one is doing the better and which one they want to kind of work on next. Maybe.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind. I don't mind either, because Fighterz is really fun.
That's what I mean. By that logic, it's got to be Fighterz, hasn't it? Which suggests that they're not done with it yet.
I mean, I feel like Fighterz. I don't see Fighterz ending anytime soon, because they're doing so many sorts of tournaments for it. Like, some of the characters have been are really awesome to play once you like get to know how they play. I feel like the season pass 3 isn't the last one. I genuinely feel like they'll still continue it.
Think about it this way. Think of it this way. Street Fighter 5 came out literally years ago, and they still pump shit into it. Even when you just think it's done, suddenly there's like 4 more characters. So maybe we'll get another case of that.
Even Tekken 7. Tekken 7's doing the same, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like Tekken 7, came out like 4 years ago, and they're on like their 3rd pass. I think, or just coming to an end to that, or they've announced like a new character for it, so they might be doing a pass 4, I think. So I can see Fighterz doing that. It's just the way of modern games now, just to keep a game going.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the one hand, I'm kind of glad we've moved away from a Street Fighter mentality, where it was Street Fighter 4, then Super Street Fighter 4, Ultra Street Fighter 4, Ultra Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, and you're basically just paying for a load of stuff that could have been DLC.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, I'm also like, can we just get excited for a new game now?
You just want that new story mode, yeah.
New hype.
Basically, yeah.
I
Also, now
love
I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about what else they could put in Fighterz. I'm sure I should have done this before the commentary, but I'm sure I could think of a list of things they could put in a sequel, which wouldn't necessarily have to be, would probably work better in a sequel than DLC. For starters, we've already said costumes. I would also say transformations.
Yeah.
Items,
There's a lot of
even.
items, yeah, there's a lot of gameplay tweaks that could be done. I'm not sure. I think it might be more of a case of what you were saying, Super Shadow. You were saying that, if it isn't broken, don't fix it. And that's kind of the mentality some of these developers have. So
Yeah. I
it's unavoidable.
think if there was a sequel to Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, I would imagine just to expand that game, sort of like how Miles Morales was the expansion game to like original Spider-Man PS4. I'd imagine Kakarot will have its expansion with like the Zamasu arc and Tournament of Power. Maybe they'll make that a sequel. Who knows?
Unless
I don't get how Tournament of Power would work in Kakarot though.
Neither do I. But look, you know what? For Fighterz, I'll say this: unless a Marvel vs. Capcom 4 suddenly comes out, this game isn't done yet. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Still hoping for another Marvel vs. Capcom.
Please.
Same. Right, before we go off topic and before we make this commentary even longer, let's end it here.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Really glad to be back. Don't know when our next commentary will be. Again, I don't want to promise anything. Hopefully, we do have some exciting news. Hopefully, I'd like to do some more manga talk because we never got to do that with the Moro arc that recently finished. We did have a call together once and we did talk about the manga, and then we thought to ourselves, "Damn, this could have made a good commentary." So I missed our chance there. So yeah,
Well, the Moro arc technically ties into this one, so maybe when this arc is done, we'll do a big
Summary.
Yeah.
We'll see. Hopefully, the next chapter is meant to be quite exciting. Hopefully, so whatever he's wished for.
Yeah, it's coming out. We know what he's wished for.
Oh yeah, he wants to be the strongest, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Spoilers, everyone.
I just want to know what the deal with that new dragon is. So.
It's not spoilers when it's already out.
Well, you never know.
I don't know.
His wish hasn't been granted yet, so
It's been a month,
Maybe he's wished for a bigger dick.
and we don't know who we didn't say who we're talking about because I've forgotten his name to be honest. But
I think it's granola, some shit like
Granola, yeah.
spoilers.
that. Named after food. All right, enough. Right. Until then, hopefully, see you guys sooner rather than later this time. And yeah, comment down below what you thought on this video was, what you're excited to see, what you hoped the end game will be, what you reckon. Will they do more passes for Fighterz and Xenoverse, blah blah blah? What characters would you hope to see for future DLC? What sequels would you rather see? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you next time, hopefully.
Okay.
All right. So see you later, guys. Have a fantastic evening and stay safe, guys.
Yeah.
Yes. Wear a
Bye.
mask, you filthy fuckers.
Yeah, seriously. Come on.
Keep distance. I don't want to
Fuck.
get sick.
Heart virus.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't
Bye.
be Goku.
Don't get yeah, and don't have Android show up. I lost it. Can we end this now? Bye.
Okay. Bye.
I fucked up.